Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another great day, right? Want to say thank you for the great comments in there. It's been a lot. When I'm saying it, it's been a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. So you felt in these shifts, and particularly right now, every time when we have a lot of planets piled up in a one place, and the moon goes around. And she is beginning to oppose or square, creates this intensity of what we have to do throughout the emotions, and beginnings to kind of like a trigger all stuff, beginning to trigger each planet, but it's too quick that it happens for a one day. And that it is one of the challenges that we are experiencing right now. Those challenges is going to come in and they're going to be continue experiencing. Particularly, we are talking about with these processes of the humanity as we are going through. Yes, the business is not as usual. There is no anymore of this. The way that the things they used to work, they're not working anymore. The things that were in a ways they're not here anymore. There's a lot of things, and at the moon, the sense is the moon is going to be going home, which is she is going to be at Cancer. She's like, "What do you mean I have to live in the space?" That living in the space is coming from Pluto being an Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, the whole this energy is from outer space and pouring into the earth. Kind of like this energies of Aquarius is more about the water that comes from the tree of life, and it's just pouring down. We are going to be seeing it, those shifts. You're going to feel in it, those shifts. And as you evolve, you're going to be learning how to upgrade, adjust, and living into that new culture that is developing right now. Culture developing of I'm sense, I feel energies, I understand the laws of karma, I understand that everything that I do is going to have consequences. I'm aware of what I should and could, and everything that is about my actions are in there. So, with this kind of like a developing culture that it's right now, it's coming even more stronger. In there, we're going to see how the old ways it's going to begin, even come a more strong, more tough because it's fear to disappear. Okay. So without fear of disappearing, that we're feeling it, that age of Pisces that dissolved in there, you have to be more diligent to yourself that it doesn't matter what. We need to be going out of space. We need to be going out to these energies. If you see in the picture at the beginning, and that picture is about the house, there is a rock kind of floating on the top of the lake. This is what we are going to be experiencing. Developing a new family patterns, and new family situations. There is going to be, and it's time for you to accepting this new way of life. That you feel the gravity, that you feel the energies, that you feel the vibes, that you're getting within other people. You're gonna feel like the earth is not the same as used to be. You're gonna be accepting the earth is just like I would say, like in a way, you're gonna be taking it like a bus stop because you're understanding you are coming in here just to do the things, and then you're gonna go do something either here or somewhere else. But it's that kind of like energy of bus stop is going to be that the places that you are and whatever it is, it's going to be moved until you figure out where the home is. And as the moon, it's going to be going into Cancer, which is she's going to be home. There, that is it, the mother that comes in. It's like, okay, let me go look at this. Let me go look at these situations. Let me see what happened in there. Let me see what the warrior did within my home. That's what it's about, Mars. And as the moon, it's gonna be going in there. She's gonna be start triggering everything there is at this. Pisces and Aries energies. We are going to be seeing it, those shifts. And those shifts, when they start coming, they're going to be triggering a lot. Stay positive, stay focused. Things that it's happened, they happened. Let go and rebuild in totally new way. Okay, let's rebuild the new way because we are going to be going also to the positions that there's going to be some problems with the authority within us. And that authority within us is what she's going to be focused. At 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is going to be at Capricorn. A lot of this work related. It's like, oh my God, I have to make it up. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF, right? That is going to be one of the things that's going to come out. But right now, we start seeing it that the sun, it's also beginning to square Mars. This is the authority that it sees like, what have you been done it, Mr. Warrior? What have you been done it within this? The authority within Aries, particularly if you are Aries, tomorrow you're going to be feeling it, the very agitative energies in there. We are talking about that the moon is gonna really trigger within this situations. There's gonna be some that transitions from squaring the sun together, and she's gonna be using it and getting into Mars, but that's gonna happen tomorrow. So we're gonna be feeling it, all those energies. Please stay in there because throughout those conflicts, that is the areas where you need to be beginning to be innovative. Innovative of whatever it is. You to create the home. You to create you. Intuitions to fall in its own place within your self. Some of the people they use the intuition, they have the intuitions, but are that intuition has home? Or you're looking at the all the time that home it's somebody, something out there. When the intuition is gonna be go back home. And now that when you are evolving within the new energies, you're getting it that intuitions is going back home. She sees the things. She remembers the things. Okay, that was it. This particular energies that it was triggered by the south, and the north node yesterday. It's like I know where I've been, I know where I'm going, and those two things in there, they have to be put it in a place because he's gonna have to have an environment created for what? For creating a family. It's the same thing like every female that she wants to have this, that, and so on and so on. It have to be protected, secure. I don't want to have a roof that's gonna be leaking. I don't want to have these situations in the family that it's gonna be with my partner. I want to make sure I have the necessary things to create the home. I gotta have the necessary emotions so I can feel good. I can feel okay to create the family. So all these energies, they're gonna be coming out and they're gonna just coming out. All right, with that energy, Cesar, we are gonna go through the day. The next hour, things is gonna be much better as the midheaven is gonna be going to Capricorn. Yes, it's gonna be opposing Mars and just squaring Lilith and Chiron, of course, and heal wounds and situations coming in. But the ascendant together with the midheaven and together with Mercury, who is a retrograde there with the Venus, with Saturn, all those energies with the North Node, all this positiveness with Mars that it's coming, everything right in here at that points of energies between Pisces and Aries. It is about the change. Okay, it is about the change. The moon is going with divine energies with Pluto. It is about it's time for what? Going to the divine and ask, Divine, how can I build this, which you asked me for? And he is like, I built you as a creator. What do you think I have to do? If you're in my spot, what do you think you have to do? And you're going to be asking your intuition. You're going to be asking your soul. And that soul is going to comes in. It's going to tell you how, what, You need to rebuild in there with it, but it's going to be connecting with something that is out of this world. It's going to be connecting to these energies of Aquarius, totally a new ways. And for some of you, we already know the new ways, but have you been living in by the new ways? Have you been living it in there? And some other people, they're not ready. Some other people will not be ready. The question is you knowing everything that you need to know from within. Are you feel ready? And if you're not, why not? And the thing is going to be searching, and I am supposed to be ready. Well, if you want to awaken for a reason, the divine choose you. So you will know that with in your own self. But this is going to be have to wait till the next year to be determined. And what I'm talking about by the next year, guys, is about this. You see, there is not much difference in there. That is going to be going with because in the next year, that's what we are going to be having. We're going to be having a Mercury, we're going to have a Mars, we're going to have a Neptune and Saturn. There's going to be the Pisces area here. So seeing it, those intensified energies, just before that, we are going to have a great Aquarius month. Okay. But right now is not about that. Right now it is about you to learn, you to ask, you to go ahead and figure things out. Okay. You to figure things out the way they are going to be coming in towards from within you. Okay. That North Node, reviewing the Pisces, it is about to let it go of that. It's the dead. You're going where? You're going in Aquarius. It's going to be take another year and a half pretty much to get there. Okay. So if you feel like you're not ready, if you have some questions where my home is in there, that energy is about proper for you to ask about it. All right, 9 o'clock energies. We're seeing that the midheaven is going to be passing with Pluto. The ascendant is going to be with Jupiter. Is about the growth. A lot of communications talking about the growth. The authorities looking at how to grow. A very interesting energies in a moment. You see that moment of the moon and Jupiter together. That is a like the God creator and the Zeus are talking to each other. Okay, Jupiter is a representative of Zeus. Okay, so now this authority that it comes in with that energies is about all what the God's God has spoken. You look at it, that growth. Those are the two largest body systems in our solar system. That is Jupiter and the Sun. Okay, so they're the biggest, they're the largest. They know what they're doing. I hope, and we're going to be seeing some a lot of positive growth that is going to come with all this. All right, the next hour at 10 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at the end of Aquarius. A lot of divine energies is coming, a lot of confrontations is coming since the ascendant is at the beginning of Cancer. We're seeing all those energies, particularly Mercury retrograde. Okay, Mercury, who is going to be opposing the South Node, this is about the people who think that bringing at back the past to life towards other people. Okay, should not use the past against other people because you're going to get bored. Okay, talking about this, you're going to get burned with this. You're not going to be able to move forward. And when the time comes in you to move forward, you will understand it. It's the biggest mistake in your life. And this is why when you do a Mercury retrograde, you do things in there during a Mercury retrograde. Then when he starts to go direct, he fixes all this as supposed to be. And then the things is going to come out totally out. This is why you gotta be very careful what you're saying, what you're doing, putting yourself in there, because this is gonna be coming within the spirit within yourself. Okay. But this also is gonna be telling you you need to stop with certain practices. You need to stop with the certain situations is in there. There is in within Pisces, this deep emotion shadows. Okay. This is what is to stop those kind of like a type of communications. All right. The next hour we have the midheaven is going to be at Pisces. The ascendant is going to be between the moon and Mars. Not much situations is going to be creating during this hour there, except the vision is like you need to move forward. You have to advance a little bit more within the um, Cancer. Now, since the moon it is looking at to Pluto in Aquarius, is that transformations. Can you be able to change it? Can you live in totally different way? It's kind of like a living in the space. Some of the people is like, where is my ship? I want to pack my bags and I want to go into space. And Saturn says, like, we have a karma here. You have not done the things you came here for. I'm hold you accountable for your soul contract on the earth, and I'm preparing you for it. You may like it or you don't. You're getting stuck here. You ain't going out of the solar system until you're not ready of the universe to be learned what you need to learn. You need to learn how to behave as a universal soul on intellect, as the universe required for you to go out of here. So get it. It is what it is. Some other people are not gonna like that, but that is the new culture. This is about this culture that is presented in some of the um, fantasy movies, but right now it is actually not reality. You feel vibrations, you feel energies, you feel things, and now it's here. Congratulations. All right, 12 o'clock. We have the ascendant with Mars there. Very powerful moments within this. I'm proud of the people who actually, I did my work, I did my situations. I understand it. I'm going in. A lot of the people sense that the new things are beginning and they start working. New energy is beginning to be more active within the people who supposed to be, and things are moving in totally advanced, proper way. Okay, you're gonna be getting it within those energies. They're available for everybody. The question is your consciousness, awareness. Where is that? Because if you're holding to that past in there, you're gonna be suppressing all these changes. First, you have to change your understanding about the age of Pisces before you move into the age of Aquarius. And now we're seeing it. Why the communications? Your consciousness through the communicating, through seeing it in there, to understand what there is. Okay. Some of the things that's going to be coming out, they're not going to be pretty, but they're going to be corrective actions. And that is it, those corrective actions to be done in a proper way. And that's what a Mars is looking for. We need to reevaluate the things at the house, but not by creating a war. If you have to fight, I will, but I don't want to make it. And that's what this is all about. Don't miss it that Mars is weak. No, it's not. Currently, Mars is in an advanced level that some of the people don't understand because he learned it there from Saturn. All a lot of secrets. Okay, all a lot of secrets. All right, going on at 1 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be with the sun. We are seeing it this square with the moon. Authority is intuition is like there's got to be a cardinal problem. What is that? Me and the family. And I'm ready for the family. Can you fight when you determine how the family will be? Picture this: your intuition and authority is two different people. Okay. And then there is this fight in there. It's like authority says, like, oh, it has to be this, and this, and that is the only way to be. And intuition says, like, no, we cannot do only the way this is because there is this, and it's not right. This is not right. And then this area's energy of the authority is like, no, that's the only way. And now you have that energies in there within you. It's kind of like it's going to be looking like you have this internal fights with an understanding, and then you're trying to control and it's trying to put down because something somewhere, someone say so. If you're working off within the society point of view, let me tell you the society point of view. Society is ruled by unwritten rules. That's it. Unwritten rules. They're not written. There is nothing written. There is nothing written in the stone about those rules of the society. But you have to follow them, right? And this is what the areas has to beginning to understand that it's required what? A cardinal change and what? Cooperations. Cooperations that begins within its own self. All right, next hour, 2 o'clock. Meet Kevin at Taurus. So that's going to be opposing the mean Lilith. She's still Lilith is down divine energies with the North Node. We talk about in the Venus retrograde video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. She is the midheaven. It's also T-squaring Pluto together with Mars, and that is those masculine energies. They don't want to change, and those who does not want to change, they're going to be forced to go and look into their shadow. That is the energies of Scorpio. Those energies of Scorpio, when you dig deep, you become the what? The secret agent, the secret investigator. You are again seeking, feeling, observing other people's vibrations, energies. You're trying to pinpoint the informations that it's coming towards you from them because you're sensing something. And guess what? They sensing it too. They sensing that something is within you that you can read them. You know, because your intuition is home and knows how to read people. They're aware of, and there is no more BSs. Isn't that great? All right. Meet Kevin is going to be in the next hour at 3 o'clock with Taurus talking about the material world. The material world is going to be start changing. Accepted that. Okay. The only one thing within the material world it is about how much we are going to be preserving in the name of the history. We have been destroying so many things. We've been getting at so many stuff. We've been doing it so many things in there that it's out of and so on. The preserving it is about not to live by, but to understand where we came from and where we are at the moment, and how important it is to preserve what we have currently, right now, for the next future generations to learn where we've been. Can you imagine come back here at 2000 years and you're out in the future and you're gonna be like, what is this Windows 95? You're gonna want the first computers in there compared to like you have this thing in your brain and the computer is operating from it in your mind. Whatever it's in your mind, it's already been typed in. Send out the message, the email it's already sent. Took 1.3 seconds, right? Those are the things in the future, guys. But right now, with the need to accepting what we are going in there and with these emotions, we have to be preparing within those emotions and to accepting the new reality, not to twist it, not to make it something else. Right now, it is about to create the home. And that's what the moon is going to be seeking. She's going to be seeking it now. She's going to be seeking in 28 days, in the next 28 days, in the next 28 days. Okay. And we are going to be going through these periods because little by little, step by step, you're going to be understanding the value because the home is the environment where you create. Okay. The home. Most successful company, where they came from? From home, from the garage. You build it there. Does that have something to do with intuition? Big time. All right. 4 o'clock, midheaven is going to be between Taurus and Gemini. That's going to be some interesting energies because this energy is about the transitions. Okay. Yeah. You have your own things. You have your own crops, Taurus. You have your own money. You have your own things. And when it comes in that you have to deal with others, is like, are they going to take it from me? Are they going to be with this? Because that Taurus energy is very protective. Okay. Taurus energy is a very protective. That is about like, don't take from me. But you have to also what? Communicate. So this is going to be this moments of you understanding that it's required transformations within yourself, particularly that Pluto is seeking it for that change to happen, that transitions for you to happen. And you have Uranus is right now in Taurus. It tells you, hey, it's time to change. Yes, you have to look out for yourself. Yes, you gotta have a healthy boundaries, but don't just be in that hermit mode. Okay? Don't be on that hermit mode. All right, 5 o'clock, that energy right there, that 5 and 6 o'clock energy, you want to see it in the next hour. We're talking about the growth, we're talking about these communications. You need to learn how to talk and communicate. You don't learn how to grow and communicate. Everything that it's inside of you, it's going to be coming out, and the people's going to read it. Basically, when you lie, when you cheat, when you have other things in there, all the unspoken things, they are going to be able to be read by people. And when they read it, you are going to be like, okay, now it's time for me to change. People can feel me. I have to stop embarrassing myself. And that's what this Lilith in Scorpio is going to do. You may not like it, but it is what it is. So a lot of situations is going to be coming in. Particularly, we're talking about this Gemini, Virgo, and the Pisces energies. But they're for a good purpose. They're for a good purpose. Here is what I'm talking about. 6 o'clock is because the ascendant is going to be with the south node, and all the energies is going to be pointing out towards the north node with the Mercury and Venus. Okay, you have to understand that these energies right now they are coming for purpose. Okay, they're testing you out. Can you act the old way? Can be in the old way? Can you make it to the new way? Only want your dignity, your honor, you keeping your word, you back it up your words with actions, you developing within yourself, and you're like, I know where I'm going because that is your one. That's where your destiny is. It's a self-made destiny. And everyone is going to be looking at a certain point. Some will what? Some will join, some will buy it, some will stop it, and some will clear this existence in the physical realms. And that's how it's going to be. All right. Here is the time of the moon. You're going to be feeling moody. 7 o'clock. That energy of the moon that is going to be just squaring the sun. And now the truth. You're realizing a lot of truths. And when you're not ready, you're not ready. When the things is not okay, that are not okay. Okay. But you're looking at the things that it needs to be. You're looking at the situations that are available. You're looking at your different roads. This is like the mother that is wants to figure out the new way to develop within the house. All right. The moon is representing a lot of things. The moon is representing your energy, your vibrations, your intuitions, your mother. So the feelings of your mother or towards your mother can affect you so much during this process. Okay. Take a look what you have at the Cancer. That is going to be telling you what you need to seek in there. And that's going to be corresponding of where's your areas is. Okay. Because if your areas, it is at the seventh house, and it's in the relationships, you're putting too much I in that relationships. But your ascendant is focused within the relationship. But the focus of the relationships, it is standing against to what? The ego, the self. And then your intuition is like, why am I doing this? You know, sometimes when you do things out of agitations and angers in there, then later on it's like, what I'm doing it, I'm not supposed to be like that. And you're like, there is something makes me. What is that something? The 2000 years pile of crap of unwritten society rules. That's what this is. Hi, next hour we are going to be developing this honor, strength, and power. Of course, there's going to be some challenges in there, but you need to understand the path of the growth is passing through the challenges and going the next step. Okay, take a look at the steps in there and so on. There is this kind of like a little joke in there. Two friends that were lifting up in a brand new building. The elevator was not even working on it, and then they were lifting the fridge up into the sixth floor. And the guys stopped in there. It's like, hey, can you just go upstairs and tell my wife to put the beer there so when we get the fridge so we can have a beer. And the guy goes in there. He's coming back. It's like, I have two news for you. And it's like, what did the newses are? First of all, we have three floors left over. And he's like, okay, what is the bad news? Well, it's not our entrance. And this is what you have to be mindful about your consciousness in that. This is what you have to be aware of. Can be on the same earth, but if you're entering in a different place where you're not supposed to be, you need doing some work. There's going to be this returning moment that you have to go back and fix it in there. And that's what the moon right now is going to be. If I have to build a house, if you have to enter into a new house, I want to make sure. And this is what this security is going to be start looking at. And she's looking to the authority within itself. I have to be make sure. All right, 9 o'clock, we're seeing that the ascendant is going to be with the min Lilith. That is going to be pointing out to these divine energies, squaring Mars, squaring Pluto. Come on. You know, that's something that we have not seen it in there. Midheaven is going to be at Leo. That is going to be pointing out that as soon as the moon is going to go through Leo, guess what? It's going to be trining the sun. Because what? The moon is going to be figuring things out. It's going to be like, hey, here is what the issues is, dear authority. That's how we're going to be doing it. What do you think? And the authority is going to be okay. Okay, great. I'm giving you the thumbs up. Until guess what? The moon, it is going to be going into Libra. Now we're going to be seeing the stuff. Okay. But until then, right, you have to work it out. You have to look at it about this house that you want to build. Take a look at the three pigs story. Big, big advice in there. All right. 10 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be going to a Leo. We're going to see whether the moon is going to come in there and it's going to be getting this transition Leo or Virgo. Powerful moments is going to be for us. Very powerful moments. We're going to see it in about Monday. We're talking about this energies of Virgo, how you're going to be putting to the divine order situations. Very, very powerful. There's going to be some very powerful moments of that transitions within us. I wish you good luck with preparations for that. But that preparations begins from where? It begins from the growing. And that's what Jupiter and the Sun will do. They're going to be working at that little sextile and they're just like grow a little bit more, grow a little bit more, grow a little bit more, expand a little bit more, evolve a little bit more. And then when you look back of what you are, this tiny holding stuff, and you have this big, beautiful, beautiful energy that grows. You're going to be figuring yourself out. Hi, Jolene. Glad to have you here. And thank you for the comments. If you have any questions, you may ask. All right, 11 o'clock. Meet Kevin is going to be at Meet at Virgo. That is going to be at Divine Energies with the Sun. Ascendant is at Scorpio. Divine Energies with Chiron. A lot of other things it's coming up right now. We're going to feel like, oh my God, this pressure is coming. This situations is coming. The moon is at 13 degrees. The sun is at 15. So during the midnight, we are going to have this highly intense energies between the moon and the sun. And we are going to be seeing those energies in the morning. The best thing that you're going to have to do with this, because the moon overall, it's not going to have another aspect. We're seeing that the moon right now, it's got only this squaring in there with the sun. And since the sun is squaring Mars, it's kind of like, hey, Mars, what are you going to do with my intuition? Hey, warrior, what are you going to do with my intuition? How are you going to be putting this energies? Also, 12 o'clock, the midheaven is with the sun node. That is at a time where the past doesn't let you go to sleep, right? So stay there, looking at inside of yourself. You're at home. Don't create no more drama than you already is. But let the things pass by, because the things is gonna be changing. Okay. So here is the 7 o'clock in the morning the next day, and that is say the April 5th. All right. We're seeing it that the moon right now with Mars is joining all this. There is going to be those squares. A lot of intensity is going to come out. So as you are not infusing that intensity, but you are going through them with peace, that's going to be the learning the path of the new way. You can go through this obstacle, okay? Like a scalpel going through the skin before the surgeon enters your body and perform a surgery. Okay? But you have to be at peace and don't worry about it. Have a faith within the universe and let the things fold naturally. Don't push, don't rush, don't put pressure, and don't freak out. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will come back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about more about the energies in new ways. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Be love, and I will see you tomorrow.